Buen día, Emily, gracias por estar en el canal. Bienvenida, la verdad, es un gusto. Y bueno, Andrés, yo sé que tienes por comentarle algo a Emily.
Uh, Hi, Emily. Welcome to the channel. And yes, we are going to talk about. We need to tell you more. You tell us more about Doppelganger because there are only great reviews from that word. In fact, we got the amazing Pierre Asema here, and he was like, "No, no, no! You got to check out the performance on Emily." In fact, we got the taping. Jhon will send you later. But what can you tell us about, yeah, your role on Doppelganger? If you got words for Pierre, are welcome to.
First of all, thank you very much for having me. I'm very happy. So yeah, I mean, I'm also very excited because Doppelganger just was released in Poland, and we had the premiere like a few weeks ago. And it was a very, very exciting shooting. It was kind of my first big international project because everyone was obviously not from Germany, but from Poland. So everything was like everyone was talking in English. And yeah, I mean, when I first read the script, I really fell in love with the story and my character as well. And it was a very, very interesting journey, like all of it, the time in which the movie plays. And then obviously that my character has a very big development throughout the movie because I start and I think in the movie I'm like 17 or something. And at the end I'm like 21. So I also have that timeline of my character getting older. And that was very interesting.
Okay, and what words do you got from Pierre? He only got great words for your work. He told us that no, she's an amazing actress. You have to see this movie. So what can you tell?
Oh, from Pierre. I
Pierre
didn't know.
Asema.
He's amazing. He's amazing. I really loved him. He's so, so amazing. Yeah. I also saw him at the premiere. Yeah, that was really, really good. He's a very great guy, very talented guy. And yeah, I also have just good things about him.
And Jhon just told me that he will upload his interview, I think this day or this week. So he will share you and you will see what he told about you. But
Yeah.
we continue.
I really want to see that. That's so cool. That's so nice that you had him too. That's very cool.
Es Jhon, primer gran rol de Emily, así, o sea, tú sabes que ya ha hecho muchos roles en Polonia, pero ese es un rol gigantesco con un elenco gigantesco también que no habla solo polaco. El personaje de ella tiene un desarrollo muy grande porque pasa, creo que transcurren casi 5 años en el desarrollo del personaje de ella. Y nada, también tiene solo cosas buenas que decir por Pierre y obviamente después le pasamos la entrevista.
Wow, sí, lo voy a disfrutar. Yo quisiera preguntarle algo a Emily sobre sus primeros trabajos. Yo sé que es un trabajo muy, que apenas, fue infravalorado, pero coméntame la experiencia sobre ello.
Okay, I hope I think this is German. Is it the right one? Das kleine Gespenst.
Yeah.
Tell us more about, yeah. tell us, tell us more about that word. We know that get like under the radar, but anything you can tell us, go ahead.
About like the first movie I made.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So this Kleine Expense was like my first movie. It was when I was, I think, 10 years old, and it was like a children's movie, obviously. And yeah, that was probably, that was my first big role, and the first time that I really got to experience working on a film set. And I really fell in love. I mean, I loved acting my whole life, but I didn't really know that this is a job and you can do that for a living. And yeah, I just remember good things about that time. I really liked shooting a movie, and I loved working with people and just act. So that was really nice. And after that, I kind of knew that even though I was just 10, that I really want to do that for the rest of my life.
Pues Jhon tenía 10 años y de hecho fue un rol, pues digamos, muy interesante en el sentido que trabajó como que basados en una obra de Shakespeare, por así decirlo. Entonces, pues podemos ver obviamente todo lo que ha transcurrido en la carrera de ella, ¿no? Desde los 10 años.
Claro, eso es bastante importante. Antes de continuar con las producciones viejas, quisiera pues hacerle esta pregunta. Ella estuvo en 2 partes de Contrarreloj, pero yo sé que está la original y el Actriz. Entonces coméntame cómo es la perspectiva, estar en ambas.
Okay, it's crazy because you appear but wait, ¿cómo se llama la otra en inglés?
Retribution.
¿Cuál es la original?
La original es Stage Nicht Aus. Bueno, my Alemán is...
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's
yes.
crazy because you were on board. And the German version and Retribution with Liam Neeson. So tell us more. Yeah, how was that craziness?
Yeah, that was so cool. I mean, the first one, the German version we were shooting, I think there's a Spanish version as well, or I'm not sure if it's Spanish or I think so. But the German version we were shooting when I was, I think, 17 or 16. And it was the first time working with also the director Christian Alvard, and I was shooting with him another series, Slowborn. So that was like a really nice time that we worked together. And then it was so funny because I knew that they were making the American movie about it, like Retribution. And because they were shooting it in Berlin as well, they were like thinking, oh, maybe it's funny to have Emily back on set because it's like it makes sense because I was the age that the girl was supposed to be in Retribution. So yeah, I think they thought that maybe a good idea. And then when I got like the offer, I was like, oh my God, because I'm also a huge fan of Liam Neeson. And watched a lot of movies with him. So that was really, really exciting. And also like the first time that I got to be on set of a big Hollywood production, which was obviously very different to what I have experienced before.
Jhon, lo que pasa es que a pesar de que el otro la grabó a los 17, que por cierto creo que una versión española también, surgió la opción de hacer el rol acá en la versión con Liam Neeson, tú sabes, Hollywood, película gigantesca, porque ella tenía la edad del personaje que se requería para esa película. Entonces esa es la locura de por qué están ambas.
Y bueno, está fiel a la historia. Faltó la de España, pero bueno, alguna vez, o en otro país. Ahí lo más
Yes,
importante.
and Jhon is saying that the great thing is that it's faithful to the history. But it will be crazy. You also appear in the Spanish version, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
It will be like, what? Emily?
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Yes. But Jhon got more questions. Jhon?
Hay una película que la verdad es de mis favoritas, que es Tiger Mask. Es una gran película. Quisiera preguntarle por qué es tan increíble la manera en cómo se visualiza la juventud. Algo diferente a lo que yo había visto. Entonces, coméntame qué tal es de pronto el recibimiento en tu país y qué comentario has recibido tanto de América Latina de esa película.
What comments you have received for your role in, I hope, is Tiger Milk or Tiger
Yeah,
Milk?
that's right.
Because Jhon watched it, Jhon loved it, Jhon felt that this movie really portrays in a really great way the youth. So what comments you had received for that work?
It's funny because Tiger Milk was like my second movie after the one that I did as a child. So that was again really like my first time when I really fell in love with acting and working on set. And actually, Tiger Milk, I think it was in Germany a really huge thing because it was also on Netflix, I think, for some amount of time. And a lot of people in my age watched the movie. And now, like in Germany, back in Germany, when I walk down the street and there is a person that recognizes me, they always say they know me from Tiger Milk. So they always say that they recognize me from Tiger Milk and never some of my other projects. So most of the people that probably know me actually know me from Tiger Milk as well.
And I think that if you come here to Latin America, they will recognize you also for Tiger Milk. I think that this movie, I will ask Jhon, ¿esa película estuvo en Netflix o dónde la viste? Porque en Alemania llevó, al estar en Netflix, es el rol por el que más la reconocen en la calle.
En Netflix.
Yes, it was also
Hubo un
on
tiempo, pero poquito, como unos 4 o 5 meses.
Yes, it was also on Netflix Latinoamérica, so that's why.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's great.
It's really great.
Hay otra película que es bastante interesante y es Babylon. Oh, Bailon es amazing, es amazing. Ahí está Chrisman, eh, es un gran actor, increíble. Entonces, coméntame un poco sobre esta locura de historia, cómo se involucró el proyecto y también en todo su personaje.
Okay, tell us about your character in Balon or Balon and working with the amazing casting. And yes, another movie that John loves.
Which movie? Ballon?
No, yes, Balloons. Yes.
Yeah, Ballon.
Ah,
Yeah,
like 99 loot balloons, así, le balón.
yeah, Ballon. 99 balloons. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ballon. Well, I really love doing that movie as well. I think it is a very, how do you say, like very important story, and it's also based on a real story. So that was really nice being a part of. And the director as well is an amazing guy. I really love working with him, and all the other cast people there were amazing. And again, that was a very interesting project, being like playing a character in a different time than like our time we live in right now. So yeah, that was all in all a very, very intense surrounding, and it was really amazing.
Que fue un gran proyecto porque creo que se desarrolla en un tiempo muy distinto al que estamos viviendo. Entonces tal vez de ahí recae lo chévere que es este proyecto.
Sí, es un proyecto muy recordado. Thank you. Hay otra historia. Uf, es una serie increíble. Perro de Berlín. Jamás me había sorprendido tanto en una serie increíble como fueron los personajes, pero uno de los capítulos favoritos y uno de los capítulos más impactantes es el capítulo 6. Coméntame un poco sobre el tema de cómo elaboró la tensión de los personajes más en el tuyo.
How do you elaborate the tension between, of course, your character and what happened in the 6th episode of Dots of Berlin?
Oh, Ducks of Berlin. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an amazing series, and it was also directed by a director, Christian Alba, that I really love and have been working together for very long. And yeah, it was just a pleasure to be a very, very small part of it. And I was very happy about that. Yeah, I'm playing like a babysitter, I remember. And it was only like a very short time that I was on set, but it was really nice.
Era la niñera, es una otra colaboración con Christopher. Y nada, que pues a pesar de ser un rol pequeño, dice que es una serie que le gusta muchísimo y obviamente es un capítulo muy impactante.
Sí, es bastante impactante. Es una serie fascinante, muy buena. Hay una película que la verdad es muy difícil de conseguirse. No sé si está en festivales o está guardada, pero ¿dónde uno puede verla? Si ella tiene la oportunidad de decirnos, se lo agradeceríamos demasiado. ¿Cómo fue la experiencia? Es un director muy reconocido en su país.
Where we can watch Deutschland is Heim, because we cannot find it. Tell us more about the experience in this movie, because we know that the director is very recognizable there.
Oh, actually, it's so funny because I think the movie is like on my IMDb list, and I have an access to it, and I'm not a part in this movie. I'm not playing a part in this movie, and they have it on the list. And I was writing to them, that's wrong. Like, I'm not in that movie. And I think I like wrote to them 2 years ago, and they still didn't change it. So that's wrong, and I'm not a part in this movie.
It's okay. It happens currently on the channel, and it's great when the actors and actresses say, no, I'm not part of it, but it's great to correct that person. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. No worries. Yeah, no, I'm very, I think it's so funny that they still didn't like correct it, but yeah, no worries.
Jhon, que fue hace 2 años que la metieron ahí, pero no. Y que incluso puede ingresar a ver la película, pero nada.
Sí, de hecho se puede ver, o sea, no está disponible en esta región, pero algunos sí la ven, pero es muy difícil, así que, bueno, son cosas que pasan. Gracias, Emily. Entonces, hay otra que sí es muy buena, es un personajazo que hace Moritz, es un gran actor, pero coméntame de esta historia, cómo es tan impactante que es muy rara de verse. Entonces, ¿qué opinas sobre la rareza de esta historia?
What can you tell us about the weirdness of the history that is told on Cortex?
Well, Cortex was also a very, very nice experience. I remember getting the script, and it was very like a very complex story, a lot of things going on, two kind of timelines, and but I really, really loved the cast in that movie, and I loved of course, I loved working with Moritz. He was the director and also playing my dad, and I loved the cast of my mom. So that was also a very nice experience and very intense scenes and a lot I could work with, and very interesting settings as well. So, yeah.
Jhon, el director, hace el papel del padre. Sí, es una historia muy interesante. No solo en lo que cuenta, sino en los sets, todo el desarrollo de ella.
Ah, increíble. Yo no sabía lo del director. What? ¿Qué?
El director es el que hace el papel del padre de ella también.
Wow, increíble.
Mm.
Hay una serie importante ahí que la ven mucho los turcos. Entonces, ¿cómo es de pronto otro ambiente de esos personajes? Aunque yo sé que es alemán y todo, pero es que lo ven muchos turcos. Hay una persona que me escribió por Instagram que es de Turquía y me dijo, hey, mira, pregúntale a Emily sobre tal.
It's crazy because that's perfect gaming Geheimnis is watched mostly. We know it's for German, but it's watching mostly for. You got a lot of Turkish fans. Let's say it in that, because one Turkish fan wrote to Jhon, no. If you are going to ask to Emily, please asking about this series. So what can you tell about your? Yes, is very very watched on Turkey that's perfect gaming Geheimnis. So tell us more.
That's right. That's very funny to know, because also the story is a remake as well from a French movie, I think, and they did it in German. But I loved being on that set. It was very funny. I obviously don't have a very big part in the movie, but I think it's an incredible, funny story. And also the cast that was on that movie was amazing. It was really like the most of the most famous actors from Germany, and also the actor who was playing my dad. I already knew him from other movies I've worked on. And it was just a really funny environment, because obviously it's a comedy, and I haven't been part of a comedy very often. So it was just funny to work on a set where also, a lot of where I could be very playful, and obviously also kind of have a more funny side to the character.
Jhon es un remake de una película francesa. Esto es una locura porque el casting, digamos, como casi el casting perfecto en Alemania. O sea, están todos los duros. Ella hace un rol pequeño, pero es muy chévere. Es la hija de uno de los protagonistas. Y sí que dice que fue un set muy divertido.
Otra serie para pasar a una de las series más importantes, pero ahorita te digo cuál. Coméntame de esta experiencia. Yo sé que es una parte en la cual tiene mucha visibilidad en Europa. Entonces, coméntame esta historia.
And what can you tell us about their Croatian Creamy? We know it was very well received on Europe. So tell us more.
Which movie? Sorry.
Okay, I hope I pronounced it right. Their Croatian Creamy.
Oh, the Croatian Krimi. Oh my God. Yeah. That's right. It's so hard. German is such a hard language. So you're doing very good. That was a TV movie. That was also a very nice project. And I loved working with the people that were doing it and were part of it as well. And actually, if I think back about which shooting or which project I did where I loved the place where we were shooting, I think Croatian Krimi is my favorite one, because we had such a great time because we were shooting near Split in Croatia, and it was just amazing. Like everywhere, the places we were shooting at, the outside, the nature, and that was really, really nice about that movie.
Es su rol favorito, Jhon. Con eso te lo digo todo.
Increíble. Yo creo que también es tu otro rol favorito. Esta historia es sobre un virus, algo que nos gusta un poco, sobre cosas distintas, aterradoras. Cómo ya es de pronto poco a poco escalando ser actriz en roles importantes hasta conseguir tu propio protagónico. Una serie increíble.
And yeah, you were like scaling. And let's talk about main roles, like slow burn.
Yeah. Well, slow burn was a very, very important part of my life because we started shooting when I was 17, I think. And it was also with the director that I've already worked with before. And like the incredible thing was when we were shooting the first season, it was like the series is about a pandemic, but it was before Corona. We were shooting before Corona, so we all had like the mask and everything. And then I think after it came out, after like a month, like the real pandemic was starting, like coronavirus, and that was really, really scary because we were all so confused about what's happening. And we just finished shooting the third season this year, and that was the last one. So that's really sad, but I'm very, very glad that I was part of that project, and also seeing my character develop over such a long period of time. And growing together with the whole team and the cast, that was amazing.
Es una locura porque un mes después de haberse terminado de grabar, si no me equivoco, es que empieza la pandemia. O sea, tenían toda la cuestión en el set de las mascarillas y todo, pero pues era en el set, ¿no? Y creo que por esa misma razón no se renovó, más bien por el tema que trataba, y es muy triste porque sí fue una serie que gustó bastante, que el personaje creció bastantísimo con todo el set, y pues es la historia triste.
Sí. Sorry.
Yes, about the only one season, because that series really, it was like a promise. It needed more, but well, it happens.
Yeah. Well, the first season was on Netflix, but the second season only you can watch on a German TV, I think. So that's why people maybe from other countries can't watch it, which is very sad. But
Jhon dice que la segunda temporada solo se estrenó en Alemania y en televisión.
Sí, no, hasta acá. Sí, en verdad. Ojalá viéramos o estuviéramos en Alemania una semana. Bueno, pero bueno. Emily, por último, ¿cómo define su trabajo en una palabra? Para terminar.
Emily, how do you define your work, your performances, your career in one word?
Ooh, that's very hard. I would say maybe very maybe adventurous.
Aventurera in Spanish. Jhon, ¿me dejas decir lo que le digo el casting perfecto de ella o no?
Por favor.
I need to tell you because if somebody do a casting for a movie about Tori Amos, you look like I don't know if somebody tells you that you look like her a lot. I was did somebody tell you?
No, not yet. No.
And you had seen pictures of her or know her?
Yeah. What's her name again?
Tori, Tori Amos, Tori Amos. The young Tori Amos, but yeah, like in the 90s.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I know her, but that's funny. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, do you think that you look like her or no?
Maybe a little bit, but does she have red hair?
Yes, that's the only. You had to dye your hair. No, but yeah.
But I know what you mean. I know what you kind of mean. Yeah. I always love when people tell me that I look like someone because it's so funny to see.
What are the other people that they tell you that you look alike?
I think someone told me I look like name again, Natalie Portman. Yes. I think
also
Natalie Portman, and but I don't remember any other ones. But I think it's so funny.
But you need to know because Jhon told me when we were interviewing Pierre, she was great on the chat. No, it's great that Pierre is talking about Emily because one, she will be on the channel, and two, she's like like the next big thing that she's, oh no, she's an amazing actress, Andres. So kudos, because we need that this interview gets more global, because you're a great actress, and Jhon is like, no, Emily will be here. So thank you to Jhon, because he's like your big fan. Jhon, tú eres muy fan de ella, ¿cierto? Le estoy
Sí.
diciendo.
Big
Sí,
fan.
Thank you
Jhon
so
is a
much.
big fan. Yes.
Big fan in Colombia. Emily,
Yes.
Emily, Emily.
But
So sweet.
before we end this, the camera is yours, so you can tell social media so people can follow you.
Invita a
If
la
there is a
gente
project,
para ver Doppelganger.
yes, invite people to watch Doppelganger. Hopefully here in Latin America, maybe on
Close.
cinemas or a festival. I were on a festival, by the way. And yes, later we will take the picture, but first the camera is yours.
Well, I'm Emily. I'm just doing an interview for Jhon, and I'm an actress from Berlin, Germany. And my next movie, or that is actually coming out, is called Doppelganger, and you can watch it in the cinema. Hopefully, I don't know if it will be in the international cinema, but if yes, then you should really watch it, because yeah, that's an amazing project that I'm really proud of, and thank you for having me.
Yes.
Emily,
Thank
ha sido
you, guys.
un honor. Gracias por la oportunidad.
Thank
God
you so
bless
much.
you. Gregory. Thank you.
Danke.
Danke.
Danke. Thank you,
Danke.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Have a good night.
Bye.